Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
To throw, it's Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now back to throw. That's complete to Lazard.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance. This complete to David Bell. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
And Lance now to throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running...
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Caleb Farley.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 14 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Now Lance.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They run once more with Taylor.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes. So for Kyle Shanahan, he had it right, as the challenge is a good one.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kick...
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Lance now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 31. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Always cost nicely to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Taylor on first down. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 2. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the gun, it's Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Lance looks to throw again. Tries the right side, and he finds Bell. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. where it was the visiting Panthers who were able to come in and get one on the road. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Joe Burrow leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Texans to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start in the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it.
That's complete. It's Bell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. First carry for James Conner. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Desmond Ridder.
His 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
The Lance going to throw. On the slant, it's Fant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9. Back to throw. Lance. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lance on the move to his left. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Oh, look at this play call. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. A good gain on 1st. Has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Texans, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
tonight. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthinking. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Pickett now on first down.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack.
Pickett, pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Complete. Smith has it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 16 carries, 57 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Pickett.
That's caught over the middle. Hooper.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
A gain of 3, second down.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Taylor, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
They run once more with Taylor.
And a short gain here down to the 22. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 29, Pickett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Back to throw, Pickett. That's complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And finding the tight end Hooper. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Off play action, Pickett. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Pickett back to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
He's got Hooper on the short connection.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive.
Now Pickett. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Pickett.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Come on, set, 33, ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get this to Lazard. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw.
And Lazard's got it again.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Quick slant here to Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. High throw, but the catch is made. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Let's go. Black, 95. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On the double.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. That's into the hands of Tolbert. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. And some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Gabriel Davis,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Pickett's throw pulled in by Tolbert.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
He's got Hooper on the short connection.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
He completes it to Boyd.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Ryan Tannehill, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team. of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down.
Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And now out comes Houston.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high.
He's got a man complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
They'll set up to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Chris Jones, his second sack of the night.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now back to throw. Complete. Smith has it.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Pickett.
This is caught. It's Boyd. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Boyd, 67 yards.
And the Colts use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw here. That's complete to Lazard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. That escapes the sack. Staying on his feet. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A give here to Mitchell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Elijah Mitchell, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Colts will add to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 5. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's a toss right side to Mitchell.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Mitchell is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jalen Tolbert
from 3 yards out.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the handoff, Mitchell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Now Pickett.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Colts, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.